Hello, everyone. So lately, I have been getting some emails and some questions regarding my services, my client sessions, which I refer to as Soul Light Connection Sessions. And on my website, you will find a little bio about me, my journey, how I have come to do this work that I do, and then a brief description surrounding what a soul light connection session with me will entail. But since I have been getting a few messages asking some more questions about that, I wanted to take a moment to just record a video today, providing a bit more details and insight in case anyone is wondering what that process is like and what you can expect when you book a session with me. So, first of all, the concept soul light connection is all about connection back to your own soul, your own presence, your own innate guide and blueprint from source. And this word soul can be synchronous or same in meaning as your higher self, your spirit, whatever you are most comfortable believing. Um, but the purpose and the intention behind my sessions is to bring you back even more deeply into connection with your own soul. So I have been practicing a blend of healing arts for quite a few years now, at least a decade. I am both trained in Reiki and a form of quantum healing through a practitioner that I am very close with and very much honor her work. And I am also trained directly from source, directly from my higher self, because I have come to realize that I have been doing this type of work. I have been assisting in this manner with the energetic healing for many lifetimes. And it's something that just comes very naturally to me. So, whenever we tune in and begin a session, I will always be working with source and in collaboration with your higher self. So, if you have any teams or guides, beings, helpers, or healers that you work with, I will call those in for you because your higher self has guided me to do so. But I will not be bringing in any such beings because the session is geared towards each individual and what their soul blueprint is, what their higher self is wanting to bring through. So my end goal is always a greater increase of soul light in the body. Um, let me just break this down a little bit. We're going to look at this through the lens of trauma and what that trauma looks like on a spiritual and energetic level in terms of its impacts on the energetic fields. So when we experience a trauma, when we experience something that is challenging, that is difficult, what happens on a spiritual level is that a aspect of the soul will very often fraction off in a form of self-protection. Um, and this can be, honestly, it can be from very, very slight things. Like I have had an issue that's coming to mind with my niece. When she was about 2, she had an incident where she was very close to choking. And afterwards, I noticed that I had a fragment of her soul in my field. And I was able to clear and purify that of the trauma she experienced because she was so scared that this aspect fractured off. And then I was able to return that to her. So when we are talking about the soul, and there are varying levels of how much of your soul is incarnated into your body. And this is due to level of consciousness and also level of physical and spiritual pain within the body. So as you begin moving through these layers, you begin being conscious of how experiences have affected you, how that relationship, your parents' divorce, what happened like that one day with that bully in school, any number of things. They get stored in the body, and they also, as I said, can cause an aspect of your soul to fraction off. So this is very often the type of work that will come forward in the session, because my goal is to make more space for light, for source to exist. So we will often do soul retrievals to bring back those aspects of you that have fractured off. And that can be past lives, it can be present lives, often things that occur in childhood, and also just on a very human level, working through our traumas, our pain. Because when we release that pain from the body and we bring it to the light, that creates more space for your own light, your own soul to flourish. And when we look around here on the planet, we of course notice that not everyone is quote unquote awake or as spiritually conscious or spiritually aware. And it's very often because they are carrying around a lot of unconscious pain and unconscious trauma. And on a physical level, that will cause, disease, sickness, health issues, pain. And then on an energetic level, what's happening it is actually affecting how the body is able to absorb light, how much of it is able to absorb, and how much of your soul you are able to anchor and pull into your body. So the work that I do is very multi-leveled. It is very multifaceted. And you also are welcome to come to me with a specific question, a specific concern, or if not, we hand it over to your higher self. And something that is maybe less common is also how I hold the energetic session. Very often, I will simply act as a space holder for the session to unfold. And this involves me emptying myself of my mind, my attachments, my expectations, and my belief that I am doing anything at all, because I am not. When I show up to do this work, I am always acting as a vessel for source to move through me. It is God, it is source that does this work. I am simply the vessel which, has allowed for this to unfold. So it is not me. I am not, special in any shape or form in terms of what I do. I really believe that the very best healers acknowledge and give that full acknowledgement and that full gratitude to God. It's my job to step aside, put my ego down, put my mind down. And the more you practice that, the more you can do that, the clearer your channel is for source to flow through you. And the better you can show up and be in service, because you're not showing up thinking that it's all you and that you're doing anything at all. You're just showing up and saying, hey, God, I'm here. Please work through me to bring this session forward. So that is largely how I operate when I do my sessions. I, of course, am very aware and skilled at how the energetic body works, the different levels and layers and components of that, the steps and processes that need to occur. But ultimately, when you can be in that presence of the now and that connection to source, everything unfolds, and the higher self of you, the client, also acts as a very important guide, helping me to work in terms of what exactly you need, what is going to resonate and be specific to you. Really, I could give all sorts of examples. I could make this video much longer. But I just wanted to give a very brief overview as I've been getting some questions for what my sessions entail. Um, and in the past, I have done my sessions live and in person, but lately I have actually been feeling called to do them as a recording on my own and then send it over to the client, because I feel sometimes in personal conversation sessions face to face, whether that's over Zoom or whatever, can tend to really take the client more out of the present moment. They are perhaps not as comfortable to let go and to go deep and to receive this work. It's very important that you can just let go, that you can feel at ease, and you can go very, very deep into your body, very deep into the subconscious. And I've been seeing that people do that more easily when they listen to the replays of the recordings in like the comfort of their own bed and their own blanket. So I may be switching to sending out recordings for your own viewing and for keeping in the future, but all of the work will remain the same. But yeah, please let me know if you have any additional questions. I will be updating my website soon with these new options for purchasing these sessions. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye.